Installation of granite countertops cutting.
fitting, and filing seams/edges, with no insulation component. Title: The perfect fit, cutting and filing granite for installation. Granite doesn't forgive. Unlike wood, you can't nail it, bend it, or shim it into submission. You cut it once, you file it once, and then you set it. Wearing safety glasses, respirator, and hearing protection, stands next to a raw granite slab on a work table. Most DIY videos show you how to polish the top edge. That's for looks. Today we're talking about the bottom edge, the cut that touches the cabinet, the seam that touches another slab, and the filing that makes the difference between a gap you can hide and a gap you can feel. Let's cut and file this granite for a drop-in sink installation. Marking and prepping the cut. You don't cut granite where you think the line is. You cut where the template says. Alex places a hard plastic template or cardboard cutout over the slab. Transfer your marks with a wax pencil, not Sharpie. The heat from the blade vaporizes ink. Wax stays visible under water and dust. Mask the cut line with blue painter's tape. This reduces chipping on the top surface, the face the client sees. Uche runs tape along the line, then marks the tape. Double-check your overhang. For standard cabinets, you want 1 inch of granite overhanging the front edge. For the sink cutout, you want the template exactly centered. Measure 3 times. Cutting the straight lines. Uche uses a wet circular saw on a track. This is a bridge saw with a 10-inch diamond blade. Water does 2 things, cools the blade and kills the dust. Never cut granite dry for installation. Dry cutting weakens the edge. Feed the saw slowly. If you hear the pitch change from a whine to a growl, you're pushing too hard. Let the blade find its way. Uche makes the first long cut. Steady whir plus water spray. Don't stop in the middle of a cut. Stopping creates a drag mark. That drag mark becomes a stress riser. Stress risers become cracks when you install. He completes the cut. Cut 2. Close-up of the fresh edge. For inside corners, like a sink cutout, never cut all the way to the corner. Stop 2 inches short. You'll finish the corner with an angle grinder. Corner cuts in relief holes. Interior, workshop, continuous. Uche switches to a 4.5-inch angle grinder with a diamond cutting wheel. Watch this. Every professional drills a relief hole at each inside corner. He drills a 10mm hole at the exact corner point of the cutout using a diamond core bit. That hole is your insurance policy. Without it, the stress of the 2 cut lines meeting will crack the granite right here. The relief hole distributes vibration. Once the hole is drilled, you can cut from the outside edge into the hole from both directions. Uche demonstrates cutting from the main cut line into the relief hole. Filing the raw edge. Uche puts down the grinder and picks up a diamond hand file, 150 grit. The saw leaves a blade mark. The grinder leaves swirls. The file leaves a surface that adhesive can actually bond to. He runs the file along the cut edge at a 45-degree angle. You are not sharpening the granite, you are deburring it. Run your finger along the edge, carefully, gloves on. If you feel a catch, file it. This bottom edge gets filed flat. Why? Because it sits on the cabinet. A high spot here means the whole slab rocks. A low spot here means the silicone seal will break when someone leans on the counter. He files for 15 seconds, then blows off the dust with compressed air. Touch it now. Smooth, not polished. That's the sweet spot. Seam prep and final fit. Interior, kitchen worksite, final. 2 slabs are brought together at a seam. Alex applies a seam puller. Filing isn't just for edges that touch air. It's for edges that touch other stone. He runs a 200 grit diamond file along the seam edge of both slabs. Filing a seam is counterintuitive. You don't want a perfectly smooth face. You want a true face. A file removes the high spots so the 2 stones sit flush without rocking. See that light under the straight edge? That's a 1/32 inch gap. The file closes that. He files lightly, rechecks with the straight edge, and nods. Now we bond. We'll use two-part epoxy, color matched to this granite. The filed surface gives the epoxy micro teeth to grab. Cut wet, file dry. Clean the edge with denatured alcohol before any adhesive touches it. Stone dust is glue poison. Final check. Interior, kitchen, day. Uche places the finished slab onto cabinet shims. Listen. He presses down on the slab. No rocking, no clicking. That's what a true cut and a proper file sound like. The blade removes the mass. The file removes the mistakes. Cut with patience, file with precision, and the stone will sit for 30 years. Don't chase speed, chase straight. Now go make some dust, outside, with a respirator. Granite dust is glass dust. Treat it that way.